Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the latest edition and episode of Principals Podcast. It has been a little while, but I thought it prudent to do one all about our school uniform changes. So this is episode 15, week beginning 12th of May. Before we start, a reminder about our care values: courage, ambition, respect, and excellence. They are front and centre and at the heart of everything that we do. So I've communicated this week with regards to some school uniform changes. I just want to outline our rationale behind why we believe school uniform is so important, first of all. So in our view, it promotes equality because the same expectation is there for every single student, regardless of income, regardless of gender, regardless of age. As such, it reduces peer pressure because we're really tight with our uniform and there's no pressure to conform to a certain style, a certain trend, or perhaps purchase the latest fashion and design item. It helps to encourage discipline and focus. It's an expectation, and if we adhere to expectations, that then starts to foster and develop discipline, and as a result this helps to improve academic performance because it starts to set the standard, and it shows that the little things really count. It simplifies morning routines. I'm a father of a 6-year-old girl, and I can tell you that it's easier to get her ready on a school day than it is a weekend where she's got an element of choice. It's incredibly cost effective because it's worn over and over and over again, so I fully appreciate it's an initial outlay, but it does last the test of time, and it's much cheaper than the alternative. But most importantly for me, it creates a strong sense of identity, pride and belonging. Every assembly we speak about the importance of uniform and the fact that the Ormiston Ilkeston logo is on our chest, and it shows that we're part of this family and part of this community, and we're incredibly proud of that, and it means a lot to us. In terms of the school provider that we're moving to, so Schoolware Solutions, the main reason is to improve a more reliable and provide a more reliable, flexible and efficient service, and to make sure our community and our families receive a financial saving as well. So the items that we are using are cheaper than the like-for-like alternatives or replacements that are currently in use. We will be able to offer a pop-up shop in the 24th of June. So if anyone wants to have an appointment and come in and see some of the new kit ahead of ordering some, you're more than welcome. Having said that, there are items in store now. So if you need any replacement uniform, you're more than welcome to order immediately. The most important thing for me to stress there is please only replace uniform when there is a need to do so. If what you've currently got still fits in September, then use it. Only buy new uniform when there is a need to do so. So let's get on to the uniform. Standard uniform is exactly the same. Blazer, black trousers, white shirt, tie and shoes. So we provided all students with their first tie. Shoes have to be shoes, they can't be trainers. The blazer, you've got a choice of two. It's a normal blazer, or the girls can opt for the slightly more fitted blazer around the waist if they wish. The blazer is 99% identical to the one we already have. So it might not look it on the image, but it is 99% the same as what we already have. So to the untrained eye, you wouldn't be able to see the difference. And then there's a couple of optional items, and these are a couple of changes. So if anyone wants to wear a skirt, they're more than welcome, but it must be this skirt and it must be purchased from our supplier. In addition to that, there's a V-neck jumper. So this year we've allowed a black jumper, but we've had lots of brands come in, different styles of jumpers, different materials, and it's not really worked for us. So we've got a V-neck jumper. If students want to wear one, they can, but if they do, it has to be this jumper and it has to be purchased from our supplier. It is not mandatory though. Next is our PE kit. So in line with this year, students have to have a polo shirt. It's a compulsory item. The vast majority of students purchased a hoodie this year, but this year it wasn't compulsory. Next year it will be, and that's because students wear their PE kit on their on the days they have PE, and as such we need to invest in the PE kit to a similar level that we do for our standard school uniform as well. So as such, our hoodies are now a compulsory item because we need to ensure students remain warm throughout the day in classrooms at break time, at lunchtime and whatnot, and students can't sit in the classroom wearing their coat. They can in their hoodie. That's why we're making it compulsory. And then the track pants, shorts or leggings, they're all compulsory, but you only have to choose one. So there's an element of student choice depending on weather, depending on comfort, depending on preference. They can choose track pants, shorts or leggings, but they have to choose one, and whichever one they choose has to be one of these from our uniform supplier. My advice would be to get a pair of trousers, either the track pants or the leggings for the colder days, but also a pair of shorts for the spring and the summer as well. So that covers it, I believe. If you've got any questions, please get in touch with us via the usual communication channels. But hopefully you see this as a huge step forward. I know there's talk about making sure schools only offer a maximum of 3 branded items. If you don't include the optional items, ours will be 4, but that is because we wear PE kit on PE days, so it's slightly different for us. What we are, however, doing is providing optional items, so they're not compulsory, but if people want to wear them, it is an option. And the savings made on the cost of everything will essentially negate the cost of the hoodie, really. So if we're purchasing everything, the amount we save compared to what we've had to pay this year would equate to the full cost of the hoodie. So hopefully all of that makes sense, but any questions, you know where we are. It's been a pleasure to share this information with you. Thank you very much.